David, where did you get this gum?
The star hold the diploma, Nate Salinger.
Nate Salinger gave you this?
Yeah, I never pegged him to be a tastemaker, but he sure knows his movie snacks.
It's a lot more than that.
What do you mean?
Nate did it. He had to be the one.
Blair, are you even here? Hello. I'm in the midst of telling you that David and I managed to get back the master of our film, Vickerman. And are you even listening?
Of course I'm listening.
Why do you look like you've seen a ghost?
Because I just did.
I didn't realize movie snacks had such an influence on you, Paul.
This is about Matthew.
How?
Nora and I tried to piece together what happened the day that Matthew got hurt. So we tried to track all of his movements except for a few hours here. And he was supposed to be alone.
Wait, so you think maybe he was hurt then?
Yeah, that's the only time it could have been. And then we started searching everywhere for a clue. You know, just to try to point ourselves in the right direction.
That's always the hardest part of Supermodel Crime Club, getting a clue.
Yeah, well, we found one. A wrapper from this kind of gum.
You think Nate Salinger put Matthew in the hospital?
I know it.
Nate Salinger, the porn king, attacked my little bro. Why?
It's a long story.
You can tell me on the way.
No, hold it,
No,
David.
you hold it. I understand. You're the police commissioner. You can't lay a hand on him. That's why you're lucky you have a son with no scruples.
No. You leave Nate Salinger up to me.
What are you going to do?
You're just gonna have to trust me on this.
Well, I always trust you, Paul.
Well, and you can't say a word to anybody.
Well, now that's where it gets hard.
David, if you say anything, you could hurt Matthew even more.
How's that?
I wish I could tell you, but I can't. Just please, promise me, for Matthew's sake, you're gonna keep quiet.
All right, I promise.
Do you know where Nate Salinger is now?
He was leaving the Buenos Dias right before I came here.
Did he say where he was going?
His brother said something about Danny. I bet he went to her house.
Thank you. Thank you. You have helped me more than you'll ever know.
Hey, Pa.
Yeah?
One day, you'll tell me how I helped you, right?
One day. Yeah, thank you.
Help my Pa.
I honestly couldn't tell you which Todd was which.
There must have been some way to test them.
They both had Todd memories, things that only Todd would know.
Impossible.
Exactly, Dorian.
What was your gut? What was your first reaction?
I couldn't breathe. He sounded like Todd. He acted like Todd.
Only this new guy actually looks like your Todd.
But does that make him real? Well, if that's the case, what about this other guy that I let in my life for the last 8 years, that helped me raise my kids that I was married to? How could I let him in? How could I let that happen?
No comment.
God, you remember how hard I was on Todd when he first came back to Landview?
Star was the only one who accepted him.
Did I believe that? Because she believed it so much? Because she missed her daddy?
Star was closer to her dad than anybody else. It was natural to trust her instincts.
Unless we were all wrong. Did I want Todd back in my life so badly that I just let him in? God, Dorian, if I was that wrong, then my life's been a sham.
It has not been a sham if this new Todd is the one that's a fraud.
Well, he certainly didn't feel like a fraud when he kissed me.
Reality check, Blair. You need answers, and you need them fast.
Oh, well, yeah, that's easy for you to say.
True. I have no idea how I would feel if suddenly there were 2 David Vickers Buchanans knocking at my door.
It'd be Christmas morning, wouldn't it? You know, I heard my ears burning. I could hear myself. What's going on out here? Uh-oh. Looks big. Should I get a drink first? Do I need a lawyer? Lay it on me.
All right, good. Go. Just gonna find out sooner or later anyway.
It turns out that Todd may not be Todd after all.
What do you mean? There's no Todd?
There are two Todds. But that's a really long story. How did did Bo like Vicar Man?
Oh, Paul hasn't had a chance to see it yet. He had a major breakthrough on a case. Blair, you know what would take your mind off of all of this? If you'd be my first.
What?
Vicar Man. You haven't had a chance to see it yet. We do it right now. Pop it right in the DVD player.
Yeah, I can't, David.
You can't. Don't you want to see what Mia Korf did with your role? She had a very interesting take on the part. You won't even recognize this Blair at all.
I've had enough doubles for one day, thanks.
Can you explain all this to me? Upstairs?
Go warm up the DVD player.
Bring some snacks. Don't forget the oven mitts. You